The Barclays Women's Super League has entered its final stretch, and while Chelsea appear to have one hand on the trophy, nothing is guaranteed just yet. On Wednesday, a pivotal match unfolded with significant ramifications for both the title race and the relegation battle.
After their bruising encounter in Barcelona, it's back to WSL business for Chelsea. Crystal Palace, the visitors, claims for handball, penalty. It's Brighton. It was just too powerful. Macario, 2-0. And she's away here. It's Jürgen Nusken. Swaby is shown a red. Macario. It's a third. The outswinger, Lucy Bronze, touched in by Fischl. Chelsea take another big stride towards an 8th WSL title in their history.
We begin in South London, where Crystal Palace faced a must-win clash against West Ham, knowing that defeat would confirm their relegation to the Championship. Lindsay Johnson joined Maz Faruqi on commentary.
Gorry again, out to hand short, seeing a lot of ball down this left in the early stages. That's a dangerous ball into the area. Martinez is there. And Shakira Martinez heads West Ham in front.
It's Hanshaw, isn't it, with this left-footed deep cross to the far post. But it's Martinez who wants it more than anybody else. Really good goal from West Ham, and in particular Martinez.
Now Weirden tries to get forward. Better this from Crystal Palace. Aresi. Stengel forcing the good save from the West Ham keeper from Shemek. Had to get down low, palm that one away, and Stengel can't get there to the follow-up.
Lovely cutback, floated ball into the area. Stengel hits it first time, but Schmiesek, really good save down to her right-hand side.
And now Gorry's stretching her legs and finding a really nice ball to Martinez. And what's Martinez going to do here? She shoots, and it's brilliant from Shakira Martinez. Her second of the match, West Ham's second of the match. That was a great bit of skill.
Good footwork from Martinez, and you just know she's trying to get it onto her left foot, but the power and precision to get it into that far top corner. Excellent, excellent finish.
Palace, can they get a valuable goal back before the break in a match they need to win to stay in the WSL this season? But they've lost out again, and Siren gets it forward once more to the goal scorer, and off she goes once more. Martinez, still Martinez, gets it past the keeper, and that's the hat-trick before half-time. And that is the win, you think, sealed and wrapped up for West Ham, and it's a brilliant first-half hat-trick from Shakira Martinez.
Getting copycat of that second goal, where it was Siren this time who drives through that centre of midfield with the ball. Good strength, good power from Martinez. Takes the ball around Yanez, and just that left foot finish.
Josie Green just on the pitch as well. Sends that one back into the West Ham area. Guile wants the handball. Shouts for handball from plenty of Crystal Palace players.
Yeah, I think the crowd are right. Her arm is in an unnatural position, so I think referee misses that one.
Really tough for Palace to come back from this now, and it is about playing for pride, playing for the shirt in the second half. As Martinez takes on the shot again, and from the edge of the area has West Ham's fourth. And that was so simple for a player full of confidence at the moment. Shakira Martinez.
What a finish, and it's a perfect hat-trick from Martinez. Header, left foot, right foot, and another left foot to throw in for good measure as well. But what a finish. And she's such a threat and such an outlet. Fantastic player, what a find. West Ham and Rhian Skinner.
Alison Sasei goes one for difference, and what a wonder goal from distance that is from Vivian Asseyi. She took it on from way out in the Crystal Palace half, and that is an absolutely magnificent goal from Vivian Asseyi.
To have the confidence and the technical ability, because that is a pinpoint shot driven with power and pace. Yanez has no chance, does she?
That is the penalty kick this time for Crystal Palace. India Paige Riley brought down in the area.
Just a late challenge and was never going to get that ball. Definite penalty for me.
Here goes Katie Stengel. And she beats Shemek. And that's something for Crystal Palace and their fans to celebrate at the end of this match on an afternoon where their relegation will be confirmed. They do have a goal from the penalty spot through their captain, Katie Stengel. Crystal Palace 1, West Ham 5. Vicky Harries. Oh, that's a wonderful effort. What a brilliant, brilliant loop shot from Emma Harries. And that is a 6th for West Ham in this match. This is an emphatic display from Rhian Skinner's side.
I think she just loops it over or just gets underneath the ball. Power to chip it into that back far part of the goal.
Siren to Harries. Danilu running forward here, still she goes and does really well, Yanez, to stay down low, but the danger's not gone yet, and it's back to Harries. And that's her 2nd of the game, and that's West Ham's 7th.
Yeah, fantastic goal again. That transition, such a quick transition. Keeper Yanez makes herself big. She redeems herself and able to retain the ball and just play it off to Harries.
And that is their relegation confirmed, and that's the end of the journey for now for Crystal Palace in the WSL. They become the first team in the history of the division to be relegated in their debut season, with still 2 matches of the WSL to be played. Full-time, Crystal Palace 1, West Ham 7.
Over a year, you get in football what you deserve, not always in a game, and we have to acknowledge we have not been good enough. We have to look at the facts, and they are that we have not been good enough, not today and not during the season. So it's not that difficult. You don't have to be an expert to see that.
Yeah, I'm delighted. Obviously, we scored 7 goals. You know, I think just the way that the team were in the attack, I think, was outstanding. Obviously, you know, Shakira's got 4 goals out of the game, and we haven't had anyone at West Ham score 4 goals in a game before. So it's a top job, but also all the contributions that have led to that. You know, I think the team has done really well today.
The sort of sum up of the season, I think, is a bit like this. We are not good enough to get the ball in. We concede the goals that we shouldn't. And overall, that's the quality, and we have to learn from it. We, as a club and as a team, we have to learn from this. We're going back. But today it shows what the season have shown before, that we are not good enough to stay in the league now.
Liverpool had won 3 of their 5 WSL matches under interim head coach Amber Whiteley as they welcomed Tottenham, who had managed just 1 point from their previous 7 league outings. Mark Scott was watching on.
Herbiger will deliver. And Spurs are making a meal of getting it away, and there is Sophie Haug to take full advantage. Liverpool in front early on as Sophie Haug sweeps home after a complete calamity from Tottenham Hotspur when it came to trying to clear the corner. Holt. That's broken now for Naz. Still Naz, and she's got to the byline now and put it into a good area. Oh, could go anywhere, and it's gone over the line. It's an own goal from Laws. Well, a nightmare for Liverpool this. Grace Fisk trying to clear the ball away after Naz put it into such a useful area. Off the bar, off Laws and in. In comes the corner. Oh, and it's gone all the way in. Well, Oraz's delivery not dealt with, and Claire Hunt is there to profit. 2 goals in 7 minutes for Tottenham to turn the game on its head. Herbinger's corner. Oh, she's gone short with it, in fact, but does get it back anyway. It's an inviting ball, and Haug's at it again. Liverpool back on terms. Herbinger's cross, and a firm, planted header from Haug to make it 2-2. Will Herbinger go short? No, it's a conventional delivery, and Clark arriving. What a save from Lisa Kopp. Morris in plenty of room here. Got 2 to aim for inside the area as well. Third arriving. It's in there towards Thomas, who nearly put Tottenham in front in the 10th minute of added time. Really cute ball in, and Thomas not far away.
I thought we created some good opportunities, especially in the second half. Needed a bit more composure in the final third to put them away.
I think it was a decent football game. I think both teams were taking the fights and creating chances. They had 1-0, we came back to 2-1 and felt like we were better, and then they came back and pushed us down for a while, and then we got the last chance there. So probably a draw is the most even to see at this game, but I think we show some good fighting spirit, and we're coming from a tough spell of games, so to show that character makes me happy.
5th place is really important for us. It's something that we've spoken about as a group, so all focus now turns to Everton, and yeah, that's an important game for us next week.
Everton and Brighton faced off in a mid-table clash, separated by just 2 points. Joe Flemons was watching this one.
It's been the Brighton fans who've been in fine voice so far, but now Everton can step forward. Here's Holmgar. Slid into Snuis. Hung up towards the far post, all the way across as well, and it bounces into the far corner. What a clever finish from Sarah Holmgar. Catches Snuis with the assist, a hung-up delivery towards the far post. Holmgar watches it all the way, and a really clever finish, bouncing it into the ground and over the top of Alina Lurk. Wheeler. Really nice build-up play this from Everton. Hayashi tries to cut it back to Snuis. Oh, and what a save that is. Seika holds it back into Fran Kirby. Oh, lovely little flick round the corner. Now could be an opportunity. Across goal, Adjiaman. Brilliant play from Brighton Hove Albion. Michelle Adjiaman arriving late at the far post to tuck in from close range. Brilliant build-up play. And we are level. Pocket of space picked up, and now Van Havermaet slides it in. The flag stays down, which it does. Snuis! What a game we've got on our hands here, and Katja Snuis has restored Everton's lead 90 seconds after they were pegged back. Really, really good play. Tony Payne on this near side. Picks out Snuis in the middle, wraps a foot around it, finds the bottom corner. Everton have restored their goal advantage. Little clip ball forward. Seika can keep it in, which they can. Slide ball back to Fran Kirby, into Paris, back to Fran Kirby. There's the brilliance of Fran Kirby. There's the brilliance of Nikita Paris. There's the brilliance of Brighton, 2 apiece. And when you've got one of the league's greats in Fran Kirby involved, you know you've always got a get out of jail free card. Lovely bit of movement, and what about the finish? Nikita Paris, though, looking to make her mark. Paris. Really well defended from Stedovic. Little flip around the corner. Here goes Wheeler. Want to lead that charge. What an opportunity for Payne. Couldn't quite make the connection that Tony Payne would have liked. Just skips around the wrong side. Little flick on by Van Havermaet. It's still popping around, and the looping header lands on top of the net rather than in it. Maybe one final opportunity.
Follow, inside runs.
Lovely ball in, Paris to win it. It had to be Nikita Paris. How many moments has Nikita Paris turned up for in her career? Those in Everton Blue know only too well how devastating she can be in front of goal. What a moment, what a finish, what a player.
Every time they scored, we always had a response, so we showed the resilience as a team. We really pushed on in the second half, thought we dominated it, couldn't create the chances, but when they came, we took them. And it was an important 3 points for the team and good for the team morale.
I think we in the first half were starting quite well, and should probably see if we can go into the break with a lead. I think that would have put us in a better position. And second half, it's a bit big back and forth, but of course it's a big blow that we concede that one at the end.
I think there was like 2 lapses for the goal, and it's probably the first one. Well, both, to be fair, were probably a little bit disappointed. We knew of that threat where they would cross from one sister to the other and how dangerous it can be, so we should have dealt with that a little bit better. But again, excellent reaction each time we went down. I thought second half we controlled the game, created lots of chances, and we left it till late, but I think we got what we deserved today.
Manchester City travelled to Leicester boasting a perfect record against the Foxes, having won all 7 of their previous WSL encounters. Commentary from Simon Watts.
Keep giving it back to Manchester City at the moment. 1 or 2 groans around the King Power Stadium, and there's space to get the cross in here, and it's a decent looking ball that's missed by everybody and turned over the crossbar. Good under control by Mamiki, and Mamiki gets into the box as well. Wasn't that far away in the end. Here it's 0-0. As Manchester City look to create an opening as the ball is worked out wide, and it's a good run to the edge of the box as well. Ball is laid off, but time to strike it again. Ball is laid off and taken on from the back in the end, and of all people, it was Gracie Pryor who was breaking through to try and make something happen, and then wins the ball back again. And a nice ball threaded through too. Caroline now. Ball chipped into the box and headed just wide. Kane. Look dangerous when they do get forward, and it's a great threaded ball through. Real chance for Kane. Kiara Keating to Manchester City's rescue. Greenwood not only wins the ball but then sets Manchester City on the attack. Coombs works a first time ball out to Hemp, who crosses. Now they're queuing up in the box though. This is a real chance, and finally Manchester City find a way through. Jess Park, and having had numerous attempts from distance off targets, their big guns combine. pass goes through. What a chance this would be. What a story that would have been too.
We know at our best this game probably is more than 1-0, but that said, there's a lot of positives in the game, right? We dominated the game throughout. We had many opportunities. We lived in the box for the whole game, really, and we had to defend some counter-attack because we didn't put the game away. So for us, it's about being more clinical, and it's about making sure we take the chances and we put the game away. But in the situation the team's in, we don't expect the perfect game. So for us, the minimum was 3 points today, and that sets us up for the next one.
We didn't manage to finish our counter-attacks, but did get a few ones, which is good. And defending lower might not be the most exciting game we've seen, but at some points against those type of teams, it's the easiest way to defend, and I think we did well in that.
We're trying to find a good blend and a good balance and a good, sort of dynamic between our front three and our attacking players. And without Bunny and Alba and without Mary and Lauren's on the bench, we're trying to find what's going to be the sort of the difference for us. And we didn't find the difference today, and really pleased to get Lauren Hemp back in. She was involved in the goal. Good finish from Jess Park. Today was about making sure that the team finds a way to win. I think that's an area where it can be better, right? Winning when we're not great. So there's positives today.
Confirmation of the weekend's results in the Barclays Women's Super League. Liverpool battled back to deny Tottenham a first win in 8 league games. West Ham demolished Crystal Palace, sending the Eagles back to the Barclays Championship. Brighton edged a 5-goal thriller against Everton, and Manchester City secured a narrow win at Leicester City. Let's take a look at what that means for the Barclays Women's Super League table. With Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United not in league action, there's no change at the top. Manchester City have closed the gap on the leading trio, while Brighton leapfrogged Liverpool. The biggest news comes at the bottom, however, where Crystal Palace have been relegated with 2 matches still to play. That's all for this week. We'll see you again next time for the penultimate weekend of the season. Until then, bye for now.
Shakira Martinez heads West Ham in front. What's Martinez going to do here? She shoots, and it's brilliant. Martinez gets it past the keeper, and that's the hat-trick before half-time. Shakira Martinez has West Ham's 4th, and that's the end of the journey for Crystal Palace in the WSL.